So the Philadelphia Eagles announced that Jalen Hurts was injured and he was supposed to be a game time decision. He didn't play, and that thrusted Gardner Minshew into his Philly debut, and he walked away with a 33-18 victory over the hapless New York Jets. And he had a game today, man. I mean, when you look at what Gardner Minshew did, he did well. I want to read this. Adam Schefter tweeted this out. Gardner Minshew's first half today, he went 14 of 15 for 188 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the Eagles scored points on all 4 of their drives. To me, Jalen Hurts is going to be the starting quarterback of this team when he comes back from injury. However, I think there'd be some good sports talk radio to have a little bit of a quarterback controversy in Philadelphia, especially after watching Gardner come out and do what he did. And you could turn around and say, wow, they just played the New York Jets. Well, Jalen lost to the New York Giants, who had Daniel Jones, who was playing with a strained neck. And because Daniel Jones got hurt like on the second play of the game. Dame Sports Cards wrote that stats are misleading. Every single throw is to a wide open receiver. And that tweet bothered me, right? Again, and we live in a world of social media where it's like, let's discredit everybody. Let's make sure that we discredit everybody. And that one bothered me because is Gardner Minshew supposed to throw into double coverage? Right? You want him to throw to wide open receivers. And I think that when people are like, oh, it's only this team, it's only that team. Like, he couldn't choose who he made his debut against. The fact of the matter is he came in and he played good. And McCorsey Code Jones tweeted out, you're telling me this guy isn't a starting quarterback? And I have to agree. And I've been on the and this isn't because of one game against the Jets. I've kind of been on the Gardner Minshew mania train for a long time. I felt like when the New England Patriots were looking for a quarterback, I suggested they make the Bill Belichick make a trade with the Jaguars and bring him to New England. I thought he could have fit New England. Now, he has his bad moments too. I'm not saying that Gardner Minshew is on the streak to be the next Tom Brady in the NFL, but I definitely think that he's good enough to lead a team. But I saw a tweet from a guy called the Thigh Doctor that made a really good point today that said a modern day Ryan Fitzpatrick, good in small doses, fails if he gets the job long term. I'm going to disagree with you because I don't think that he failed in Jacksonville. I think that whole entire Jacksonville team wasn't good. Can we turn around this year and say Trevor Lawrence is already a failure because of, how the team is performing? I can't. Because basically they're a bad team, and they were a bad team when Gardner was there. Now, if he gets the opportunity, Gardner Minshew that is, to become a regular starter either for Philadelphia or another team somewhere else, I mean, look at guys like Tyler Heineke over in Washington. 2 years ago, he was on the Patriots practice squad. Now he's the starting quarterback of Washington. And depending on how the game turns out today between Washington and the Raiders, they're in a playoff spot at the moment. I think Gardner Minshew absolutely deserves to be a starter somewhere in the NFL. Here's a little interesting fact. This isn't a Gardner Minshew fact, but it's just something I thought it was important to share. So this came from Common Sense Savior. The Eagles have now improved to 12-0 all-time against the Jets in the regular season. That is the most wins without a loss between two teams in NFL history. Again, not related to Gardner Minshew, but I thought a really interesting stat, and I kind of went, wow. And I love when I don't know about you guys. I don't know about everybody who's listening to this video right now, or watching this video, but I love those little, weird stats that mean something but mean nothing all at the same time. So yeah, set the record. But yeah, so I mean, Gardner Minshew, I definitely, just to wrap up my thoughts on him, I definitely believe that he deserves an opportunity somewhere at some time to be a starting quarterback of some NFL team somewhere. And I look forward to seeing the discussion between the Philadelphia fan bases and the media this week as they try to decide whether the Eagles should go with Jalen Hurts or Gardner Minshew.